uplifts, ease.
Yeah. What is the cure to procrastination? Locking in. What's the cure, baby? What's the cure, baby? Oh, that thing is in there, baby. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? How you feel? 33 keys. Whoever's watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, I can't see your names, but get excited. Thank you for coming through. Bitu Thakor. I hope I said your name right. Thank you for coming through on Instagram. You already know. Yeah, man. So right now it's Free Game Friday. It is, hold up. It's Free Game Friday, y'all. I'm trying to fix my phone on the phone. There we go. It's Free Game Friday, y'all. And today we're talking about the cure to procrastination. 33 keys, you want to come up here? If you want, you could come up here. I'm going to invite you. You can come through, give some feedback, say some things. Say some things.
Hey. What's up, Merch? How you?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good, pretty good.
Yes, ma'am.
I came in here. That word procrastination triggered me a little bit because I know that's me. I'll do that.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, man, it happens to the best of us. I was just procrastinating yesterday. I ain't even gonna lie. But for real, it's two types of procrastination, y'all. Two types. And I like to call one the passive type of procrastination. The second one is aggressive. Now, I'm gonna give you the difference and the definitions of my own from my own understanding. Yes, I made this up. So when you talk about passive procrastination, this is the type of procrastination that we do not completely intentionally, but I like to call it over analysis paralysis. Yes, I had to look at my book because I just took some notes before. When I get these downloads, I write it down. You feel me? And then I go live and talk about it. So 33 keys. If you want, you could go to YouTube, subscribe over there. It's the merch cast. One word, the merch cast. And then on Instagram is Merch Life J as well.
Okay.
I appreciate that. You already know.
You're welcome.
All right, I had to use some sounds real quick. But anyway, so over analysis paralysis happens when we overanalyze before we take action. Right? So this happens to be when you're like, oh, I want to start a podcast. But first, I need a mic. Oh, I want to start a podcast. Now that I got the mic, first, I need a computer. All right, now I got the computer. Oh, yeah, I need an outfit. All right, I got the outfit. Wait a minute. Do we have the right camera? Oh, dang, we got the right camera. Well, what about the background? What's up, Jade? How you feel? What about the music? But what about, and it's like you just never get started because you keep having other things to do before you get started. You know that person that's like, yeah, I want to do this, but I'm going to do it when I'm ready. And then they die never doing it. And then they get 76 years old and they got lung cancer from smoking cigarettes all their life. And they on the bed and they like, yeah, bro, I should have done this, this, and this. Don't be that person. Please don't be that person. I have seen that person in person and they did not like where they were at. Over-analysis paralysis can stop you from taking action in multiple ways. Let me put this in the chat real quick. Over-analysis paralysis. Wham. Yeah, so it can stop you in multiple ways. The one way, like I just stated, is when you put it in front of whatever you have to do, right? The other way is over-analysis paralysis is when you actually took action But then you don't put out your product, or you don't promote your service, or you don't tell people about what you've done because you feel like what you've done isn't your best work. So now you're not procrastinating on the beginning part or taking the action. You're procrastinating on the follow through, the follow up. You're procrastinating on the close of the deal. And this is detrimental to your business, because when you record all of this content, when you take all of these pictures, when you write all of these scripts for different videos, and it was a waste of time because you didn't put it out, it's like, honestly, bro, that hurts more than you never doing it in the first place. That hurts more than you never, ever, ever taking action in the first place, because now you wasted your time. You understand me? And time is more valuable than money, y'all. It's way more valuable than money, because I can lose $20 right now and I can go make it back. But I've never gotten a Tuesday back, ever. I've never gotten a Wednesday back. I've never, ever, ever lived the same Friday twice. So time is way more valuable than money. All right, so let's move on. The aggressive side of procrastination, before I tell you the cure, I'm gonna talk to you about both sides. The aggressive side of procrastination comes from when a person actively and knowingly procrastinates. So it's like, yeah, I gotta get that done by 6:30. It's 5:43. I'll start at 5:50. Or I'm supposed to be there at 9:00. I'm gonna just reschedule for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna just reschedule for tomorrow. Yo, I got a cracked tooth, right? One of my molars in the back is cracked. That John be having my breath ticklish when I tell you it be so stank. So I gotta brush my teeth like 8 times a day instead of 2. I gotta use the mouthwash like 6 times a day instead of 2. I gotta make sure I floss after every meal. Do you know that at the beginning of March, I had an appointment to go get my tooth pulled out of my face? Do you know that it's still in my mouth right now? Do you know why? Because I used both types of procrastination to procrastinate on getting this tooth pulled. I was passively procrastinating because I said, I'm gonna set that appointment when I come back from Philly. This tooth been cracked since August, y'all. Since August. Since my birthday. It actually happened on my birthday. Right? So I'm a living testament of procrastination, right? This joint been like this since August, and it still ain't get pulled out yet. I also a couple weeks ago told myself, yeah, I got an appointment. I'm gonna go as soon as I get back from Philly. I got back from Philly and rescheduled that joint 3 times. And then I never rescheduled it the last time and just didn't go. So yes, I am a procrastinator. Yes, I am. I'm sorry to tell you, you guys. But when you procrastinating, you're gonna do what you feel is most important at the moment that you're in. And I just felt like business was more important. Since I've been back, I've been trying to recover. It cost me a lot of money to go to Philly and come back and stay there for 5 days with my son and bring him back with me. It costs a lot of money. So anyway, you got passive and you got aggressive. And remember, the passive is over analysis paralysis, when you analyze something too much before you take action. And the aggressive one is when you knowingly and actively procrastinate based on outside influences, like you not feeling like it, or you having something else to do that you deem as more important at the moment. Now, the cure. What's up, Princess? How you feel? You can come up if you want. Now, the cure to procrastination, what's up, Princess?
Hey, hey, Princess.
I should have hit that when you said something. But the cure to you not procrastinating, y'all, is to take, you listening? It's the TIM. All right. I don't know nobody named Tim, but it's TIM. Is to take immediate. I'm sorry, it's Tia, it's not Tim. It's TIA. Is to take immediate action. have to take immediate action, because if you don't take immediate action, you are going to procrastinate. Matter of fact, the moment you get the idea in your head, if it takes less than 5 minutes to do it, just do it right now. Just do it right now. Take an immediate action. And I know sometimes you might be like, well, what if I'm not prepared? What if I haven't studied? What if I don't know how to do what I'm thinking of doing? And how did you learn how to do the stuff you know how to do? You either watch somebody mess up at it or you messed up at it. And the best way to learn is by you messing up at it first. So I take this approach when it comes to taking immediate action. Just do that stuff. And I ain't cursing because it's Ramadan, but just do that stuff, man. Just do it. Just do it. And when you mess up, at least now you know what not to do. And do it again. And when you mess up again, now you know something else not to do. And do it again. And then you get good at it for the third time. And you like, yo, I actually, you know what? I'm going to approach this differently. And then you do it the fourth time and you get even better. And then you do it the fifth time and you find somebody else that does what you do. And they're teaching you from off of their experiences. Now you know more than them because you know what they know plus what you know. And then you do it a fifth time and you like, you know what? This is getting easier. And then you do it the sixth time and you like, man, I can do this without thinking about it. And on the seventh time, you like, bro, I am a pro at this. The eighth time, you like, I want to show somebody this. The ninth time, you got somebody under you that you're teaching, under your tutelage. The 10th time, you might as well just forget about procrastination because you done did the thing already. So the cure to procrastination, hold up, 40. So the cure to procrastination is immediate action. Think of it this way. When you go to a swimming pool, right? And you're like, I'm going to get in this water, but the water is kind of cold. Most people dip a toe in. I mean, you might stick an elbow in that thing. You feel me? You might even wave your hand around in the water before you get in the pool. Nope. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Dive all the way in. If it's like 3 feet, don't dive. What up, Niche? But if it's like 3 feet, don't dive. But my point is to jump all the way in. Put your whole body in that water. And why am I saying this? Why am I telling you to put your body in the water? I'm telling you this because the quicker you submerge yourself in that problem, in that water, in that mission, whatever it is that you have to do, that you want to get completed, the quicker you you submerge yourself, the quicker your body can get used to the shock of the temperature change. The only reason why the pool is cold to your skin is because the temperature is lower than the temperature of your skin. Period. That's it. It's not complicated. So when you put a toe in there, your toe is like, okay, I'm cooling down. I'm acclimating to this temperature. When you put an elbow in there, your arm is like, you know what, man, I'm gonna cool down too. I'm gonna get used to this temperature. And little unbeknownst to you, you are slowly cooling your entire body down limb by limb. And you're suffering the entire time because you decided to procrastinate and not just take the task on fully and not just take immediate action. You are suffering because you are forcing your body to adjust to temperature at different times. When, if you just jump all the way in that water, put your whole head under that water, your entire body will adjust to the temperature simultaneously. And how fast do you think simultaneously happens? The average male between 165 and 200 pounds can get used to a pool's temperature in under 3 minutes. Under 3 minutes. How long do it normally take you to get used to the temperature if you stick one lemon at a time? Princess. How long it take you to get used to the water if you sticking one leg in at a time?
It's gonna take a long time because you just gotta jump in.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because when you jump in, the shock doesn't last as long, and you're able to move in a more efficient way. If you're a swimmer, you're able to move in a more efficient way while you're in that water. This is the same thing for your life, y'all. It's the same thing for your life. When you have a new problem, when you have a new obstacle, when you have a new mission, dive straight into that thing. Dive straight into that thing. Now, I'm not telling you to go to the 14-foot side and just cannonball in there. I ain't telling you that. I'm not telling you to do a backflip into the 4 feet. No, I ain't saying do that. What I'm saying is take those stairs, hold on to that rail. Yeah. Walk down them steps like you walking down the steps to get a $10 bill before it blows away in the wind. Put your shoulders in that water. Hold your breath and dunk your head in that water. I'm telling you to do this, y'all, because this will eliminate the urge of procrastination. If you submerge yourself in your task, you don't have no choice but to get it done. So don't be one of those over-analysis paralysis people, man. And definitely don't be a me. Don't be a knowingly, actively procrastinating person. Don't do that. You're going to regret that, man. So anybody got any feedback or any questions before I get up out of here? 33 keys. You got something to add to that?
Yeah, I think I'm both too, you know. But on the flip side, with me, like, say, okay, with my business, say I get a letter in the mail and it's, I need to send in this or whatever it's telling me I need to do. And it gives me a date, like you got to do this by, it gives me 2 months to do it. Do you know, like, I don't know what it is in me, but I will wait and wait.
I do the
Wait.
same thing.
And until the like the last day or the day before that 20, that 2-month mark. But it makes me like, because it's like when I get the letter, I see what I need to do. It's just like, oh, okay, I got to do this or whatever. Like, I'm not like enthusiastic to do it or not. Like, I'm just like something, just like, it's just something else, It's like, to me, like another burden, some shit, like that's how I look at it. And so when it's like, and I know I have 2 months to do this, girl, just get it done. And you don't got to worry about this 2 months later. You feel me? You don't got to worry about, but no, I'm that type that I will wait till the last minute, but I rush through everything, but I get it done though. Like,
Yeah. So I
get it
totally
done.
agree. I totally agree with that. My dad, he got this nickname that he called me. He used to call me Last Minute Larry. Because I would be like, but I work better under pressure. And I think the reason I feel like I work better under pressure is because that's the only time I work. That's the only
That
time.
part.
That's the only time I work is when it's like, yo, this joint due tomorrow. I'm like, okay.
They don't hear us though. Like, if I'm not under pressure, like they say, work smarter, not harder. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm not motivated if I ain't under pressure.
Yeah, that's why, like, when I'm not that, like, working at the hospital, I have to have that day shift because I know that's when corporate's coming in. I know that's when we're having, audits. We're having states coming in, OSHA's coming in. We got to be up to par, I'm going to be on my P's and Q's. I'm going to get my work done. I'm going to do what I need to do. That night shift? Oh, ain't no big heads here? The top people? Oh, so you mean I really don't got to do nothing tonight? You feel me? That's the mindset. Like,
might take a nap.
I have to be. Yeah, I'm for sure gonna take a nap. I'm for sure.
I think I think if it works, like what is procrastination? Because I think procrastination is really people who have trouble getting things done. It don't sound like having trouble getting things done. You just got a certain way you do it.
Yeah,
that's why I be thinking. That's why I'm both or something. That passive and then that.
It was passive and aggressive, yeah. But that's a good outlook, though. What's your name, Mr. Vibes? Let me see. Mr. Vibe High.
Mr. Vibe High.
Ooh, that's even better. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, like, thank you for that input, though, because that can also be another cure to procrastination. Understanding yourself, understanding that, hey, man, I just work better under pressure. I'm sorry, I'm going to wait until the last minute, but I'm gonna get it done though. Like that's really how I am. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna meet that deadline, but at the end of the day, I ain't gonna get started until I'm close to that deadline.
You know what's interesting too? Actually, Google if everyone who works for Google, like I got a buddy of mine is that, he's a therapist, so he tends to do a lot of sessions with people at Google and all these tech companies. None of these people actually have like a actual like a clock in system like a normal job. They go to work, but they get these deadlines. Like they you got 6 months to do this, and they don't really micromanage them so long as they're getting it done within the time frame. Like it's crazy. So it made me think, like when he told me that, I'm like, huh. So a lot of these people have the same mindset, like, oh, it's kind of hard for me to get started. I got this deadline, but it's like they always get their job done, right? Because if they didn't, Google will fire them.
Yeah. Google will fire you immediately. They're not playing.
Yeah, immediately. If you missed the deadline, it's over with. There ain't no get back. So I start thinking like, what is really the true definition of procrastination? Because procrastination have always had like a negative
connotation.
Like negative connotation to it. Yeah. So I start thinking like, maybe we don't truly understand procrastination due to our maybe educational system. Because the educational system kind of like grades you and then you feel all this pressure and all that. But when you're in the workforce, it's almost like just get the job done.
Yeah, that's a good point, bro. Definitely. And I'm about to show. So I'm on YouTube and Facebook as well. I'm about to share my screen with y'all real quick so y'all can see. This is the exact definition according to Google of what procrastination means. So I'm gonna read it to you guys on Fanbase. It says the action of delaying or postponing something. That doesn't sound negative to me at all.
No.
Now there's
like I really tell me like how'd you get that? How'd you get that done? Like you only had like a day left to do it. Like how'd you do that? Like
yeah, that's crazy. So there's another definition, but this is Wikipedia's definition. This one sounds negative. This one says procrastination is the act of unnecessarily and voluntarily delaying or postponing something, despite knowing that there will be a negative consequence for doing so. Now, the negative consequence that I've experienced is that now I'm like, yo, it's crunch time. I got to get it done. That can't be always negative, though. Because like me and
I don't think that's negative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think that's negative because your perception is like you work better under pressure. So, some people, I know it sounds weird, but some people like are motivated that way. They're super hyper motivated, they're hyper focused when they have that mindset of, you know what? And to some degree, maybe you can even be hyper productive if you like psych your mind out, right? If you be like, so say your deadline is a month from now, but then you say, you know what? My deadline is 2 weeks. And you convince yourself that you're going to get it done in 2 weeks. So what I see is that is actually like can be seen also in a way a superpower if you learn how to really utilize it and hone it to your ability.
Hey, yo, this man is on here spitting. He's spitting today. Hey, listen, and you know what's crazy, Mr. Vibe High? I actually do that when it comes to timeline deadlines. So, like, if we got to be somewhere at 3, I'll tell all my kids we got to be there at 2.
And you just hold that thought. I think I'll just talk to my wife about this earlier today. I think a lot of times and it happens this way because society, right? We have social norms. But I think we never question why things are what they are. And I think if you go to the algorithm of something, like how did that become a social norm? I believe that you'll see that a lot of social norms came because it benefited a specific group of people.
Yep.
Or a particular person. And they convinced you that, hey, if you don't see it the way I see it, it's bad. And then they put this negative spin on it. And now
use the media.
You've taken it in and you're not analyzing why it's that way. Like if you get the job done, you didn't procrastinate because at the end of the day, results are the only thing that matter. Yep. Like, if it gets done, I haven't heard anybody's employer or anybody's, significant other or anybody complain, hey, you took too long. Long as it gets done in the time frame, it was supposed to get done.
Yeah. That's wow.
Now, if it affects your quality of work, we got a problem.
Yeah, then we got a problem.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Yo, that's an awesome way to look at that, man. Hey, man, you want to give my followers your info real quick? Where can they find you? Where can they follow you? Just let them know real quick.
I'm pretty much Mr. Vibe High on Instagram, TikTok, all those things. I drop little gems and nuggets when I can, man. But they can follow me if they so choose. I'm just trying to give people some insight.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, bro, because it's like I said, it's mind blowing when you look at it that way. And then when you said what you said about how negative connotations are even developed because they are beneficial to a certain person or group of people, that's super duper true. Super duper true. Because even if you talk about like school, like the way the school system is set up now, these children are only subjected to going to the facility of school for 7 hours because the time that was enacted was the industrial revolution. So they needed all parents they needed as many parents as they could inside those factories for 8 hours a day. And if I'm gonna have you at this factory, I gotta have somewhere for your kid to be. So let's make it a law that they gotta go to school for 7 hours. Because it benefits us, the corporations, it benefits the rich folks, it benefits that group of people that can manipulate the media, that can manipulate the thoughts and have commercials that say, smoking cigarettes isn't just a man thing. At one point in the 1950s, there was an entire campaign based off of getting females to smoke cigarettes. Like it's telling females that no, this is feminine. No, this is beauty when you do this. You know what I'm saying? Liberation. Oh yeah, it's about freedom and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just so that they could sell it to another group of people. Like you said, man, it's scary, bro. It's scary.
But I'm just glad that I've actually heard somebody else say that it's not, necessarily negative. Because I've always heard, me procrastinating is negative. But this is the first time I've actually heard it in a different way, in a different light. And I'm gonna roll with that one. Like I just work better under pressure.
Me too. Hey, that's my new thing. Like they gonna say you procrastinate. I'm like, no, man, I'm just creating that pressure I need.
That part. Hey, that part.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to convince yourself in what seemingly may be weird ways to one person, but if it leads to the outcome, the desired outcome, does it matter if it doesn't harm anyone?
Facts. Ooh, he's spitting.
80.
You said, "Is that my baby?" Oh, you watching on YouTube?
No, I was like, Amy. When you said he spit,
yeah, definitely. Because I just picked my son up and put him on my lap. I thought you said, "Is that a baby?" Nah.
Oh no.
But yeah, man. That's all I got today, bro. I ain't even gonna procrastinate and try to make this go longer than it needs to go. But yo, that was an awesome convo, man. And I'm definitely putting this inside of my vault. So when my podcast rolls out, it'll be one of those episodes, man. I really appreciate y'all. That's why I said, yo, plug yourself, let them know where they can find you, they can come hear more. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate y'all too coming through, man. And everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Welcome.
Yes, man. Thank y'all for coming through. I'm Merch Life J, motivational.
I appreciate you as well.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me, man.
Hey,
yes, thank you.
No problem, bro. It was a pleasure, man. And I'm about to get up out of here. So I'll see y'all at 3.
Okay, you guys enjoy your day, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Took his struggle and his strife, learn to monetize his life. Merch like Jay's darkest times were all brought to the light. Gave sight of the path of walking in his gift, the motivating shift, and all the put downs, the uplifts.
Y'all can't even hear this music. It's on fire though. All right, y'all. I'm getting off the stream. Peace.